Makari, you have been running for a few hours now. You don't exactly know where. All you know is that you were ambushed in the place that was once your home and that you can't go back. You find yourself looking for anyone, but it's raining at night and the streets are cold and lonely. You will be running for a while and the shadows jump out at you. There are gas lamps lighting the streets, but it's still incredibly dark and the shadows cast by them are terrifying in their own right. But however, as you do get closer, you're not blind, and as you walk through, you will see a large area that should, in theory, maybe be safe. That would be the church.
Oh, ideal.
As you enter, it's later in the night. There is no service going on. You have like a couple of loose trinkets and gadgets that you pulled off from your workshop on you in a backpack, and you walk into this holy place soaking wet. You will meet with a younger looking pastor. He's a human with pale skin, black hair, traditional attire, talking to Milkshots. Will you please describe your character?
And so stands a very tall half-orc, about probably, 6'10", kind of looking down at the religious figure. His hair very large, very wavy. He's tried to make himself look eloquent yet dignified, but at the same time, when you just watch his expressions as he listens to the man before him, you can tell there is just no connection whatsoever being made for half of the stuff.
You'll just overhear the conversation. Look, it's always nice to communicate with different folk. But I mean, what you're suggesting for us is rather untenable. We can't just take in any vagrant off the street. I mean, who's to say what could happen? They could. And then Gob comes in.
I would most certainly want to make sure that the people in front of me aren't exactly the malicious sort. Am I able to maybe check this at all? Maybe get some kind
Give me an insight check. So that's a 13. You will look on, and the priest looks like mildly frustrated. He seemed like he would be indifferent towards you, leaning slightly towards annoyed with your presence, but has to keep up appearances so they would tolerate you. However, the big orc man...
From a 13, I would say you could probably tell that the half-orc is very calm. Is very calm and doesn't give off much of much strong energy. I guess, not aggressive, not fast, but just, relaxed, and just tries his best to keep himself composed, probably.
Gobbo would most certainly feel a little bit safer than what she was when she was outside. So Gobbo would handily, very awkwardly slide along the back wall and not losing eye contact and hoping that they would just forget that she was there, not wanting to draw attention, just needing shelter for herself.
What were you saying, Boop?
The priest, Thomas.
Correct.
He was basically trying to convince you that, no, you can't just help everybody who walks through the door. That's not tenable for any organization. And that's sort of the debate that was sort of going on. It is more like this is a different church than the one you follow. But one that has way more resources. Whereas you follow your denomination, he follows his, but you have way less power in the region than he does.
Okay.
So this is the Eternal Flame, and you are of Litugai.
Okay, all right. Let me craft something real quick. Okay. I understand what you are saying, brother, but my own establishment, far poorer than yours, has held in many more people. I feel like you are not being entirely truthful. I understand wanting to take care of resources, but isn't helping the people around you more important? As I start to approach the goblin.
Not a step closer, you. What do you want?
I apologize. You're under our roof right now. I believe that is kind of rude. Hello, my name is Garrison. What is yours?
None of your concern is what it is. Listen, I got my problems. You got yours. I don't need to get involved with whatever's going on here. I just need a roof over my head and to get away from what's going on out there.
Well, like I said, this is our roof. This is our roof.
What you can definitely tell is that you definitely wouldn't want her to piss her off because that wrench is definitely cavity-sized.
Oh. All right. So I'm just gonna, like an angry dog, I'm gonna put my hands up in front of myself and just step back a little bit.
All right. You've made your points.
Are you threatening my compatriot here?
No. I just... I'm merely saying that I enjoy my space, and you seem like you're busy anyway.
If you don't inform us of what's happening here, I'm going to need you to leave. And we can get the guards involved if that's the case.
All right. You've had it your way. I understand. Listen, you know how it is out in this city. Fucking yobbos out at midnight, all drunkards and shit. I've had a run-in, and I'm not too privy to put up with that kind of with that nonsense. So I'm just looking for a place to let things calm down a bit. And when things have de-wetted themselves and my hair's dried off, I'll be out of your bother.
So you're a criminal?
No, not at all. Not at all. I fix things.
I look over to the brother.
Come on. She just tried to fix one of our...
Oh, no.
Give me advantage because Garrison.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay, so that's a 13.
I'm just trying to get away from it all, you know? Just looking for a place to decompress.
You're welcome to keep an eye on this one. If anything in here is found missing, broken, or otherwise out of place, the bill will be footed to your temple. All right.
Well, you say that. Gobbo's probably very tired from having run through the night and is definitely looking for a bed. If you have one, it's not going to be yours for very long.
There are
Do I
like
have a
church pews and things where one could theoretically sleep.
All right, so like
So I was about to say, as the priest walks away, Gobbo's going to be looking up at Garrison with some very narrowed eyes. What's your game, you?
Game, I like poker. I like to roll dice sometimes. I know this very nice game called Mahjong. I'm no good at it at all, but the tiles are pretty.
I'm dealing with an idiot.
I found something, I believe, you could rest your head upon. I apologize, there are no beds here, but we do have this open temple.
Why are you so kind?
Why not?
This is London, mate. Everyone is a fucking asshole.
Just because everyone else is an asshole doesn't mean I have to be.
All right then. Thank you. You're not from this church, are you? What brings someone like you to a place like this?
Missions. Many reasons. I am somewhat of a footman. I don't stay at the temple often, but I do my best to make communications.
unless there's an actual reason you have boot.
Gobbo is currently very content. She has cheese, she has fluids, she has warmth, she has odd cushion, and big burly orc that no one will try and deal with. So yeah, very happy. Very happy, Gobbo.
All right. So as we move forward along, we will move to the docks. Avacyn, you will find yourself just a little bit to the south of this temple. You will be on Thames Street, but you'll be close to the river, close to the harbor that would load and unload things.
My name is, Avacyn is the name. If you were looking at Avacyn, you would find not too tall, not too short. Petite woman with long, silvery, almost whitish hair. One eye is white as snow. The other is black as midnight. She would definitely stop any man in his tracks for either to say hello or for a little bite.
You will approach a... You have been looking for someone for quite some time. At this point, you've been in this city for a few months, heard of his whereabouts, his exploits, his misdeeds. You have your ways of finding information, making contacts. Most of your contacts are the savory kind, but to find this individual, sometimes you have to speak with those that are less reputable. You find yourself speaking to one right now. You will see a man with a beard, sort of a loose coat, longer, like flowing hair, wearing mostly black, trying to like blend into the environment. He is sort of just waiting under an awning, sort of just like standing on a street corner. You know your location, you know you were supposed to meet somebody. But what you didn't know is that there would be an additional person. You would get your hopes up for a second, but at a glance. No, that second person, that's not who you're looking for. This second person would be Nox. Please describe your character.
Well, as you can see in the image, he is not in full armor, though.
Mm-hmm.
He is wearing a mask, obviously, hiding his face. Fully cloaked, as an assassin would be. Yeah, nobody messes with the guy, because the only thing you see is the blade before it's too late.
Miss... He'll kind of like hold up a piece of paper. French. Not my language. Mind introducing yourself? I'm Moldova. This companion of mine, he's protection. Nox.
I do a little curtsy. Lovely to meet you. Make your acquaintance. I reach out my hand to take the piece of paper. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. We don't often get such requests, and it's very interesting to make a contact in upper society. I'm willing to do you a favor if you'll owe me one.
But of course. But I mean, I don't really have that much money. I kind of give it a little look of...
That's luckily
But
for
if
you.
you'd like to, of course, if you'd like to, I could pay in other ways, and I actually am performing in a couple little while. I could definitely sing you a song, little serenade, n'est-ce pas?
I'm not interested in all that. You meet with some important folk. I just like a chance in an audience. Do you think you could arrange that?
It depends. I do meet so many people, sometimes I forget even their names, busy doing other things. But,
Fair.
depending on who you're looking for, I could see what I could do. Especially for you.
Understood. So, before I name my price, what are you looking for? Other than just information.
Well, I mean, being a woman by herself and doing the things that I do, it would be nice to have a little bit of protection. You know, it seems to be getting a little dangerous in the streets now and then, and sometimes I feel a little lonely.
Something like that can be arranged. Although, protection requires a bit more of a contractual sort of commitment. If you're willing to go down that route, we absolutely can. But you're looking for someone else, aren't you?
Yes, that is true.
Any names? Descriptions? Something we can work with?
That, in fact, is the problem. I don't really have that much to go off of, but he is my long-lost love, and all I want is to be reunited with him again.
How do you even know this long-lost lover? Even once you're around?
I just know, once our eyes meet, he will know. He will know that it is me that he's been waiting for. Because I have been searching for him for a very long time.
Alright.
Can I try and do a persuasion check?
Sure. That's a 19.
Yikes.
He thinks you're crazy,
Oh, damn.
but he's dealt with crazy. And he's okay with it so long as he gets something out of it. So, you want protection, and you want information about a person.
Yes.
I kind of look to Nox, kind of like nod, and like tilt his head towards you as if he's expecting a response. You go.
It must be done. I'll do it.
Ah, the boy. I'll take care of
Don't push
myself. I'll just keep you around for company. You know in your heart that he can barely take care of himself.
Yes.
What he's going to do is find another person to be his bodyguard.
Oh, well, I mean, I would feel awful to take away your... I mean, as big and strong as he does look, I would hate to take him away from you. But if you are willing to depart with him before you leave, I could take care of you.
He'll kind of like lean against the wall, look up. You know, I used to be a noble person. One of the aristocracy. You know, I'm not anymore. Because I wouldn't be charmed by pretty little things like you. My tastes are a little bit different from the average man's.
No,
I'm
that'll
flattered,
be
but
fine.
I don't swing that way.
I kind of got the hint of that since you haven't really looked at my tits at all, and I do make sure they are out and open for everyone to see. And I am definitely not offended, darling. But you know, I also am friends with a lot of people who you might like some comfort from, and I would definitely be able to help you with that.
He will bite his lip a second. That conversation can be had at a later date.
Of course, and I hand him this little card. If you do ever decide, just tell them that Avacyn sent you, and they'll treat you very well.
He will take a look at it. Just do like a little thing, like sleight of hand trick, and it'll be you out of sight. With that being said, you're looking for another person, yes?
Yes.
Anything we can go off of. We have a vast network. If you tell me a man with pale skin and black hair, I can give you a list of every known person in London. We have eyes everywhere.
What information do I know about him?
You would know his name, his title, and you would probably just know the description of him so far has been tall, pale. His name has been broadcasted publicly through the newspapers and everything as you know very little. Everyone knows very little. But if anyone would know, these guys would.
Well, you see, all I know is that he is a tall man with pale skin, almost like mine. Also another reason why I think we're perfect for each other. But you actually might have seen his name in the papers, actually. A lot of people are talking about him.
If he's so famous, how come you can't find him?
That is the thing. I can find many people, but he has avoided me for some reason. And very much everyone else. You probably would know him best as Jack the Ripper.
His eyes go very wide. Your long-lost lover is a serial killer.
Yes. This is usually the reaction I get when I ask people for help for finding him. It's a little amusing. But yes, he is who I am looking for.
I need a persuasion check for you, from you right now.
Sure.
Yeah, you want to hunt down somebody that's going to eat you again.
Holy fuck.
He's good on the rolls.
I am very persuasive.
Of all of the crazy...
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Your heart wants to bleed, I see. Quite literally, I believe one of the stories... Reports say that the Ripper ripped someone's heart out.
I know. You could call me crazy. Many people call me crazy, and many people do become crazy and a fool when they're in love. But let's just say I would like to see him try.
I know something, and he'll sort of... Just one moment. You'll sort of like see him close his eyes for a bit and hold a finger to his mouth as if he's shushing someone and speak and like move his lips like he's talking. And then the motion will end. There is one report of a goblin running through the street in a panic. Last reports were some screams of bloody murder, and then a man leaving the area with a knife. However, he's managed to evade most of my spies right now, but we do have a good idea where the goblin might be. She went down a main road, down Fleet Street, towards St. Paul's Church. You'll find her there, most likely.
When you brought up the knife, like leaving with a knife, you kind of almost like that anime, like In Love, like look in her eyes, like that is him.
Might be, might not. Could just be a murder.
But nonetheless, I will go. I will go immediately and panicking Garbo probably isn't too hard to find.
Probably
I will
not.
go. I will go immediately. Thank you so much. I appreciate all
problem.
of your help and also your discreetness.
He will hold up the little card. And I appreciate yours. And put it back in his pocket. Not sure if I should wish you the best of luck, but enjoy your time. Nox, the two of you will make your way a bit to the north. It's actually not very far from your location.
Can I open a gate? There's a grate that leads to a secret passage.
Give me a, I guess it would be survival. Yeah, to know, I guess. Because tracking, finding, searching, you're able to find a gate that's pretty in the back, where the lock is looks like it's closed and locked with a chain. But if you just play around with it for a second, it's just a chain wrapped around the door and nothing else. So, left... Oh, yeah, don't come in here, but go ahead. Left by people who need to hide away temporarily. You will pop and see that there is still some light. Looking through the big, windows, you'll see there are only really two figures inside right now. A big man, half-orc by the looks of it, standing over close to, but at a respectful distance away from a goblin who looks like they have some sort of animatronic arm. There are the main doors, and there are with a 19 you'll be able to find a location that's theoretically sneakier, like a back door. But I would need a stealth check to maybe not be seen.
Okay. For the both of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Desi, you want to roll first?
Sure. My heels do make quite a bit of noise, so, you know.
What kind of healing we talking about?
16.
3 inches.
And as for me...
Holy shit!
That is not good.
Bruh.
That's some
Bruh.
serious stuff right there.
Oh no!
Wait, you don't have
broke.
proficiency in stealth.
I do not.
That's
Oh,
tragic. Okay.
But
I'm
I do
used to
have a high
walking in the
number, so I'm
shadows.
actually pretty surprised.
Alright. You will walk into this cathedral. You will, become 3 inches shorter, taking off your heels. But you've kind of practiced the way of the sultry, seductive, and silent step. So you walk forward completely quietly, sneak inside, and you're about 20, 30 feet away from the goblin that you can question without anybody noticing, when suddenly, a door closing behind you, loudly announcing the presence of Nox into the area.
I just do one of those slow head turns behind, and really?
Presumably,
Look at him. Just
everybody notices that.
Thank you, Nox, so much for the introduction to everyone. Thank you.
Garrison, you will see a masked man and someone who is very clearly a lady of the night.
Garrison at this point has been watching over a very, very overly fed and very sleepy Makari, who has now fallen asleep and is currently snoring.
nice.
So Makari's still asleep.
So she didn't notice.
So she didn't notice. Full stop.
So I just immediately, shh, she's asleep.
The poor thing.
Oh, what, how can I help you too?
What are you doing entering through this method?
Well, to be surprising, I'm surprised that it didn't automatically catch on fire. But since that is not the case,
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
me?
Yes.
You had to
Sure.
say it.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm gonna be true to my character, you know.
Yeah.
How do I do
So
Constitution?
click on Constitution,
saving?
and then you will see a button that says Ability Check or Saving Throw. Click on Saving Throw.
Damn.
So, immediately catching fire is rather a strong thing. On a 12, you feel like a slight fever. You feel a little ill, but otherwise, okay.
Okay. It's a little warm in here, don't you think? Open a window or something. Like,
But it's raining. Water gets inside if we open windows.
I mean, do you not like being wet?
Getting wet? No, not really. Unless you mean in a bath, of course.
And I just facepalm.
So remind me again. Wait, what was the reason for why you guys are here? That you told me.
They didn't say anything.
You didn't say it.
Okay, so I guess I'll just reiterate. So why are you here again?
Oh, my my apologies. You see, I was actually looking for that little one that you have right over there. I have some questions for her. It seems that she has been in quite a little bit of trouble, and I would like to see how I could help. My name is Avacyn, and the loud person behind me is Nox, my newly acquainted friend
I look
and
nod.
bodyguard.
I just nod.
I also nod. Well, do you believe it can wait? Would you look at the hour where I myself am a little tired? She has also been tired. I'm sure you both are also tired.
I would admit suddenly, I do feel a little peckish. Usually,
Damn it.
usually I have a little more stamina, but must be the rain.
Okay, so I kind of like bite my lower lip a little bit, and I reach into my satchel.
And grab my last bite. No.
and pull out like a small
Garrison's going to be going very hungry.
roll of bread and hand it towards her. Well, if you're very hungry, I'm more than happy to help you out. And then pour out the rest of my water skin.
You're so sweet, but when I say peckish, I don't mean that type of food. And I'd kind of do like a big look up and down at him.
I'm sorry?
Oh, you're so... the innocent ones are always the cutest.
I look at Nox. Nox, what is she saying?
I'm shaking my head and I'm not saying anything.
Gobbo in her sleep at this point go, tall apparatus.
You see, she's even dreaming of her work. What a wonderful lady.
All right.
No need. I'm just feeling a little. I pat the back of my head with a little, with my back of my hand. I just think I need to sit down a bit. Don't worry about me. I'm a big girl. I can handle myself.
All right, if you believe so. Well, there are many pews here that you may have a seat upon. I apologize, but so are you willing to wait out the night for her to rest?
Well, what I need, I would be willing to wait for a long time. And
Alright.
I'm used to sleeping in many different positions and places, so the pews will be suited just nicely. Thank you.
That's excellent.
And also, if you'd like to join me, please feel free.
Well, yes, of course I would join you. I have to sleep as well.
I love it.
I just kind of do a little.
Fucking love it.
I'm trying
By
so
the
hard.
end of it,
You are. You're
by
doing
the end of this
great.
campaign, so
I do. I actually have to get going too in like
Yes.
a couple of minutes. I'm so sorry.
it's all good. It's all good. We can end things here. This is a pretty good introduction to everybody. Everybody, I hope, had a fun time here. Thank you guys so much for playing in my game. It really means a lot.
Thank you for inviting. It's going to be great. I can tell.
I'm
Yeah.
very glad. Desiree, are you